what is happening on this channel? I come back 5 years later. I made 3 single pro hormone videos and 70, 80,000 views. Okay, it's been a while. It's been 6 years. So let's dive into this. But I first just want to say my hair looks different. Just for all the bad comments out there about how bad my hair looked. Okay, I married someone. She changed that about me, which I love. It's still similar, you can tell. It's still me. But anyway, so pro hormones. That's why you're here. I've got the info and I can help you. So here's the reality of pro hormones. I took them for 3 weeks about 5 years ago, which is what started the whole series. And I just had one isolated event, just took it one time, but oral pro hormones have to double pass through the liver. They can definitely affect your liver enzymes. The side effects are crazy. It's much harder to control estrogen for sure. But I looked at that and I decided I need to go to a doctor, and I got prescribed TRT, and here's me 6 years later. This is 180 to 200 milligrams of doctor prescribed TRT every single week. And that's it. I never touched anything else. I know since you're here, here's the reality. You're probably looking at pro hormones and thinking, I want to go this route because I don't have to stick a needle right here. I understand. We all have been there. And I'm not advocating for you to stick a needle in your ass. Can I say that? I just did. But what I do want you to understand is that you're already here. And there's no way to really stop the train, because once you start this process, you're always going to be thinking about it. But I'm here to tell you, look, I'm here to tell you, sorry, battery went out. I'm here to tell you that, look, if you're going to do it, I want to be sure that you understand what you're in for. There are a lot of positives, but there are a lot of negatives as well that very few people talk about. And I want to share that with you today because I'm just as real as I was 5 years ago. By the way, I'm a little tired. These are not my actual, my backs are I stayed up pretty much all night last night. I got a little passion project on the side, having a lot of fun with it. That's not the time. This is not the time or place for that though. Number one, if you go down this road, which I know if you're looking for pro hormones, you're probably gonna be like, no, I won't go down that road. If you touch a pro hormone or you're thinking about it, you probably will eventually get on TRT at the very least. So here's what's going to happen if you do. Go look at my other videos. I look different. I look older, a lot older. It's been 5 years and I probably look my age, which I'm 34 now. Obviously I'm bigger, but that's, you hit your max at TRT pretty quickly if you don't put in the work. But you got to eat, you got to do all the things. I'm now to a place now where I just work out 2 to 3 days a week. And that's what works for me. I don't need a lot. I have some other areas and passions in my life that I want to continue with, and I want to be well-rounded. I'm interested in gaining wisdom in all areas of life, I think is the reality. So I look older, and that's just going to happen. You're going to age faster. It's more stress on your body. Brain chemistry, number 2. This one's an interesting one. When people talk about this all the time, about how the moment you put exogenous testosterone into your body, your brain, not only does your body change, but your brain chemistry changes. And I will say that this is a side that a lot of people don't talk about. And that is, for me specifically, I'm not advocating anyone, this is just me personally, it allowed me to lean into confidence. It doesn't create confidence, but it puts you in an environment where it gives you the opportunity to. And I mean, you can even look at the last 2 videos that I did. You could see the difference. It's pretty wild. But it's all about, it's so much more than that. And it brings out who you could be, as long as you are putting in the work yourself. And I think that's really what it's all about. Number 3, doctors. So this is something you really got to think about. If you're going to go down this road, you've really got to ask yourselves, how important are kids to me? I saw all the comments from the last video. I understand that you can take HCG, but there's still a chance that if you take it today, your balls will shut off. There's no more FSH, LSH. There's no talking of balls to brain. It could be done. It could be over. So you've got to really think about that when you move forward with this. It's something that you got to take into consideration. One step further, I'm actually going through the process now of trying to conceive with my wife. And we went to a doctor. I went to several doctors, and first couple, very few people understand. Not only is this a really uneducated market even today for doctors, but if you walk in to a testosterone, or not even testosterone, just a doctor who specializes in endocrinology, chances are that you're going to know more than he will, even after watching videos like this. It's wild. I don't understand it. But doctors, you've got to find one that works. If you are like, if you're going to go down this route, do it right. Go to a doctor. You can, the short term, or not short term, I don't know why I just said that, but the TRT clinics, you know, some of those you go in there and they're like, all right, here's a jab. You have to come in every week. Like, you want to have it yourself. And I can get into all that whole subject in another video, but we got to move on. Doctors, just they're harder to find than you think, to find a doctor who actually knows what they're talking about in this area. And the last one, which is really a bonus, which I was going to bring it in here, but I forgot. If I'm not saying that you have gone down this route, but there are things that if you do go down this route, there are tips. I know that's why you're not here, but I'm going to show you anyway, or tell you anyway. I meant to show you. So if you're going to go down this route, the TRT route, no doctor will tell you this, by the way, and this is not medical advice. Rather than using the standard syringe they give you, or a needle size, I just use an insulin syringe. It works. Then the oil will come out, less scar tissue. It makes things easier. If you want more of this information, let me know, because I'll create some extra time for it, and I will actually commit to this. Keep me posted. I'll see maybe something in the comments below.